Hello, beloved friends. I'm Reverend Kira, here to, usher us into a conversation about this Advent season and this particular week, where we move from an abiding peace, which we looked at last week, to a place where we allow love to surrender us into the next and the next and the next experience of the alchemy that is happening at this Christmas time. This is an alchemy that's not just in us individually, but it's in our world. As we embrace all the different traditions, embrace the power of light, and whether it's Hanukkah or whether it's Kwanzaa or whether it is Diwali, each of these different experiences are expressions of light. And we specifically open to the Christ consciousness, the divine light of awareness, as it is honored through the birth of Jesus and the birth and rebirth of our own Christ consciousness, to bring illumination to a higher level of light. And the Christmas season has its own alchemy. The alchemy meaning that it is bringing forth a higher expression in the world, because we are all focused on a deeper realization of love and meaning at this time in this season. And I want to invite us, as we move from this abiding peace of last week. We started with hope and faith. A faith that deepened our realization and our knowing that something is happening and it's magnificent, and a feeling within us that there is an emergence of our being. And then we moved into a place of having a peace from that place of knowing. The alchemy that happens when we are in peace, we relax into ourselves, we relax into the world. And we start to notice the ways that the universe and the world is moving us forward. We listen to the divine guidance and hear the deep intuition and experience the power within us as we, as Mary did, surrender into this incredible love that is being born through her. We have to open to the power of that love in us that wishes to be born anew. Where have you blocked yourself from feeling love, from having fear or worry, anxiety take over in the place of love? This is a time in this season of Advent, in this Christmas alchemy, where we let go, allow that fear to be lifted from us. You know, we have a choice every moment. We can live from the place of that fear, that anxiety, the worry. We can activate the mind in all the ways that it wants to scurry around and prove that our fear is valid. Or we can relax into that abiding peace and allow love to melt away the resistance, to melt away those places where we have put up boundaries that create limitation. Because when love has its way in us, all of the resistance is melted away. There is a renewal, a revitalization, an awareness of a divine process and order to the universe that is bringing forth continually a greater awareness of our Christ self, of the divine light. The birthing in us is undeniable when we allow love to reach into those hardened places and soften them, to open to that heart-touching, heart-rendering, that heart-opening experience that is so prevalent in this Christmas season. When we hear the Christmas songs and we remember the real meaning behind all that we're here to give and be in this time, you know, many of us find that something in us just rejoices. I love the Christmas carols, and many of us do, and the Christmas movies, and you know, the sappiness of a love that is never ending. The realization that there is a love that is so great, that this universal love is so profound and so magnificent and so great that it is moving through us to bring forth this new field of illumined, unified experience of light and awareness. And all of the nations and all of the kingdoms and the experience, the creation of God, of the infinite here, is rejoicing with us as we open to this celebration within our own being. We recognize the light of the Christ in ourselves and one another. This is the time when we reach in and give even more. We find ways to express our love more powerfully. So I invite you, whatever way you're being called, come and join us. Join us in this time of fruition of the light and the Christ birth, of love softening and moving through us in profound ways. We'll be sharing more on this message this Sunday at Unity Bay Area, Houston, 1911 Highway 3 South in League City, Texas. Or you can join us on our live stream on Facebook, Unity Bay Area, Houston, or our YouTube channel. What we know, this is a powerful moment for us to be moved by the spirit of love that is always open and expressing its love through us. But at this moment, maybe we become a little more vulnerable, a little more open to its influence, to its movement, and we allow ourselves to express the deepest part of our heart and soul with authenticity and vulnerability and a presence that will bring forth a greater light into the world through us and through one another and through every interaction of love. I know I'm being called to let love have its way in me today. Will you? Love you, friends. Have a blessed, blessed week.